I'm Barb Lawson, storyteller, and I'd like to share a story with you today. The name of the story is called The Golden Bird. A long time ago, way on the other side of the world and deep in the deepest forest and at the top of the tallest tree sat a beautiful golden bird. He was magnificent. His feathers were beautiful and they were made of pure gold. And his song, the song that he sang, was as beautiful as he was, and it went just like this. Na, 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 na. Okay, so the song was not as beautiful as he was, but he was happy. Well, one day a hunter came into the woods, and that hunter looked up to the top of the tallest tree, and he said, "Oh, goody, 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 that bird, it's made of gold, and if I catch that bird and I sell that bird, I'll be rich, rich, rich for the rest of my life." So he got out a sack and he opened it up, and just when he was looking up at that golden bird, the golden bird was looking down at him, and the golden bird swooped down to get a closer look. And when he swooped down to get a closer look, the golden bird sang his song. Na, 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 na. And the hunter said, "Really? That is terrible. This song's awful. But wait a minute. He's made of gold. So if I catch that bird and I sell that bird, I'll be rich, rich, rich for the rest of my life." So the next time that golden bird swooped down, the hunter grabbed the bird, stuffed him in the sack, and closed it up tight. And the golden bird sang his song. Even inside the sack, he was singing his song. Well, the hunter took that sack and he put it on his back and he walked out of the woods. And as he got out of the woods, he came upon a very, very bumpy road. And as he walked on this bumpy road, the golden bird poked his head out of the sack and he sang his song. Na, 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 na. Oh, they were both so glad to get off of that road. Well, the hunter kept walking and he looked and he saw a mountain. And he started walking up that mountain. And as he walked, it got colder. Ooh. And colder, whoa, and colder, until he got to the top of the mountain. It was freezing cold. And he found a village there, and he took out the golden bird, and he showed him to everyone there, and everyone was amazed at the beautiful golden bird. But the cold winds blew, and the golden bird sang his song. Burr, 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 burr. And no one in the mountain village wanted to buy that golden bird. So the hunter took the bird, stuck him back in the sack, and he walked down the mountain, and he kept on walking and walking until he came to the hottest desert. And when he got there, he found a village there, and he took out the golden bird and he showed him to everyone there, and everyone was amazed at the beautiful golden bird. But the hot sun shone down, and the golden bird sang his song. Na 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 one in that desert village wanted to buy that golden bird. So the hunter took the bird, stuck him back in the sack, and he kept on walking until he came to the very edge of the ocean. And he looked at all that cold, cold water, and he said, "Oh, you know, this golden bird's song is driving me nuts. If I take this golden bird and I stick his head into that water just for a second, that cold water will stop him from singing." So he took the golden bird and he stuck his head into that water just for a second. And the golden bird sang his song. Even that water didn't stop that bird from singing. Well, the hunter looked and he saw a ship, a beautiful ship that was getting ready to sail across the ocean. So he took the sack, took the bird, got on that ship, and as that ship sailed, it started rocking back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And the golden bird sang his song. Na, 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 na. Even getting seasick didn't stop that bird from singing. Well, they reached the other shore. They got on that shore. Hunter took the sack, put it on his back, and he walked until he came to the stinkiest, smelliest swamp. And when he got there, he found a village there, and he took out the golden bird, and he showed him to everyone there, and everyone was amazed at the beautiful golden bird. But, ooh, those swamp gases gurgled and smelled, and the golden bird sang his song. And no one in that swampy village wanted to buy that golden bird. Hunter was so discouraged. He took that golden bird, put him back in the sack, and he walked on until he came to a great big briar patch, a big bush filled with sharp, prickly thorns, and he knew there was a village inside that briar patch. So he carefully worked his way through the thorns. Okay, here we go. Ow, 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 ooh, hoo, 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 wah, whoop, 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 until he found a village right there in the briar patch, took out the golden bird, showed him to everyone there. Everyone was amazed at the beautiful golden bird, but those briars were sharp and painful, and the golden bird sang his song. Ow, 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 ow. And no one in that briar patch village wanted to buy that golden bird. The hunter, he was so sad. He took the golden bird, put him in the sack, and he kept on walking day after day and week after week and month after month until he had walked an entire year. And he stopped and he looked. He couldn't believe his eyes. He was right back where he had started his journey a year ago. He was right back where he had captured the golden bird in the first place. And he said, the the golden bird. That golden bird's song is so horrible. No one ever anywhere in the world will buy this golden bird because of that terrible song, and I don't want to hear it one more time. So I'm going to set him free. So he took that sack and he opened it up, and the golden bird flew out and up to the top of the tallest tree, and the golden bird sang his song. Na, 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 na. And he was happy. And that is the story of the golden bird. I hope you liked it.